Yes, welcome back. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Optimizer. Okay. So in last video we have seen different toolbars which required in Sketcher modules, how to save it, how to open it, and how to open these toolbars from the if it is not available on the screen. Okay. So now we are going to focus on this profile toolbar. Okay. So if you just see around 8 commands are there. So which are normally very important for drawing any kind of sketches. Okay. So whenever there is a black arrow like this, so that means there are sub commands under that command just like this. Okay. So here the black arrow is not there. If you just see 1, 2, 3, 4, these toolbars commands has a black arrow, that means sub points are there like this. Okay, so let us start with profile. So profile, in that profile toolbar, first command is profile only. Okay, so profile is useful for drawing a continuous line. So like this continuous line you can draw. Okay, this is called as profile toolbar. Not only lines, you can draw a arc continuation with that line. So for example, I started the line from here. So just go to this sketch tools, just see, and from here, so just see, here it is coming as a line. So if you want arc to be continued from this line, just you need to click here, tangent arc, like this. Okay, so again, by default, it will be set to the line. So again, if you want to click here, it will be like this. Okay. So this is how we can create a line and arc with the help of this profile toolbar. And if you want to end here this profile, just you need to double click. Okay. Okay. Now, one important thing I want to tell you the controls of the CATIA. Okay. So just mouse scroll plus right click, leave that right click, this will be zoom in, zoom out. Okay, control plus right click. Okay, so only one time you have to press that right click. Then control scroll plus right click, this is rotate. Scroll plus right click is for rotate, and scroll, and you have to just move the mouse. This is for pan. Okay, again I am telling, scroll plus right click. Once only one click is required. This is for zoom in, zoom out. Scroll plus right click is for rotate, and scroll, just scroll like this is zoom in, zoom out, and scroll is for pan. Okay, so these are some controls of the CATIA. So we have seen a profile, so from which you can draw a continuous line also, and also you can draw arc with continuation with that line. Yes. So control Z option is there. Also, you can directly delete directly whatever you want. So normal functions are available with CATIA. Okay. So next command is rectangle. So for rectangle, you can draw a rectangle like this. Okay. So there are under sub commands in that rectangle, that like oriented rectangle. So here, if you just see, whatever rectangle you have drawn with first option is in 90-degree, or what we can say in horizontal direction. So if you want some inclined rectangle, then you have to use a oriented rectangle like this. Okay, this is oriented rectangle. Now next, if you just see a parallelogram, so if you just see these two rectangles, the angle between each edges or sides are 90-degree. So instead of that, you can use a parallelogram. So if you don't require a 90-degree of angle like this, okay, this is parallelogram. And this is elongated hole. So this is the combination of what we can say rectangle and circle. So you have to define center to center distance, and just you have to define the radius. Okay, so is the combination of this rectangle and two half circle. Okay, so this is how you need to draw a elongated hole. Okay, so there is one, if you just see some parts if you just see this edge of this rectangle is green, well, all other are white only. So what is the meaning of this white, green that we are going to discuss in next video? So stay tuned on this channel. So we have seen this elongated hole, now cylindrical elongated hole. So just go here and just you have to define the center point and then radius of that one, again radius of this one. So the radius of this arc will be this origin, okay? And again you have to define the center distance in angle wise, and then you have to define the radius. So this is a cylindrical elongated hole, okay? Now, okay, so this hexagon you can define like this, okay? And next one is centered rectangle, where you have to define a center and one corner. That is centered rectangle. Okay. Again, if you just see centered parallelogram here, again, if you just see all sides are in 90 degrees. So centered rectangle is useful for select any edge like this. Select second line. Suppose we have selected the second line, and parallel to that, the centered parallelogram will be open. Just see these two sides, these vertical two sides are parallel to this side, and the inclined two sides are parallel to this side. Okay, so this is what it takes the intersection of both the lines as the center. Okay, so this is centered parallelogram. Okay, so there are many commands in this, so you can practice them. Then next one is center. So circle, just you have to define a center and radius. Then 3-point arc, just you have to define first, two, and third point. This is how we can create a 3-point circle. Now next, circle using coordinates. So just click of here. Here just you have to define the coordinates of the center, and here you can define the radius. Just see, center is here and radius is 50. That's why it is exactly looking like this. Okay. Next, tritangent circle means suppose you have 3 lines, and in between that 3 lines you want to be, draw a circle. Then you have to use 3 tangent circle. Okay. Just go here and select this 3 tangent circle and select these 3 lines, first, second, and third. Yes, see, automatically the circle is created tangent to these 3 lines. Okay, so that is 3 tangent circle. Again, we have drawn here 3-point circle. Now you can use a 3-point for creating the arc. So that is 3-point arc. Okay. So okay, so this is sufficient. Now next one is spline. Okay, so with the help of this spline, you can draw an arc like this. So you just need to define the points, and from that point the arc will be created. Okay, that is spline command. Next, this we'll see in our next video. And next one is ellipse. Just click here and you can define a center point, major axis, and minor axis. Okay, so this is how you have to define the ellipse. Now line, so this is normally for using the straight line, you can use this command, but difference between profile and this one, when you are going to select the line, only one line will be created and that command will be closed. But in profile, continuous number of lines you can draw like this. Okay, so this is the major difference between this line and profile. The next one is for creation of axis line. So this is what we can say the normal line, and if you want to create axis line, then you have to use this command, which is axis. Okay, and last one is point. So just click on this point and you can define a point at any location. So if you want to give again, there are different options, just like equidistance point, intersection point. Intersection point means if suppose you want to create a point between intersection of this line and this line, just you need to select these two lines, and here point will be created. Just say point here created. So like that you can use you just go through the all the sub commands. Okay. So we will end this video here only. So we have seen the profile toolbar. In next video we will see operation and constraint toolbar. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. Kindly subscribe, share and comment to this video. Thank you.